Okay guys, so yesterday I did a video on how to do the painting on the car. I used the TS39 Mica Red. Today I'm going to be using the TS13 Clear Coat. I try not to mix paints and clears if I can help it. I can use Model Master over this if I want. It's not going to hurt it. I've tried it before, but I like to try to stick to the same paints and clears. The primer on this one, however, is by Krylon, and as you can tell, there's really no issues. There's no bubbling or anything like that on it. So it is safe to use Krylon primer if you're going to use Tamiya paints or if you're going to use Model Master paints. It really doesn't matter. The primer, I've tried using the Rust-Oleum primer. I don't really like it. It runs too fast, and I don't like wet sanding a lot. So I'm going to stick with what I know, which is the Krylon primer, because I can get white, I can get gray, I can get black, I can get whatever color I want. And they're bigger cans. This is the Krylon that I use for the chassis. It doesn't take much to make this stuff run, so I'm not going to use it anymore. So right now I'm going to clear coat this. I'll show you basically the way I do it. I do it exactly the same way I do the paint. I'm going to start at the bottom and work up, just like I did with the paint. Again, I'm not worried about making this run because Tamiya dries really quick, whether it's clear coat or paint or any of those. These dry pretty quick. You can almost put on one coat after another. Same thing with the hood. Again, I try not to leave any dry spots when I'm doing these. As you can tell, with a clear coat, there's no dry spots. You can almost, like I said, you can almost shoot this one coat after another. I usually wait a minute or two to let it at least get a little bit tacky, so it doesn't run. Never had any issues with running yet. I usually wait a minute or two before I put another coat on. As you can tell, just after one coat, it's got a pretty good shine to it, and this shine will not go away. It will stay like this. Again, this is the Hawaiian Tropics car. The red I used is pretty close. I try to get as close as I can. I'm not really super picky on the colors because this is my car, so it's just going to go on the shelf. After this, I'll wait 24 hours, and then I'll put the decals on. And then 24 hours after that, I'll put another few coats of clear on it. It doesn't really take that long for this stuff to dry. Yeah, it's pretty much dry already. I mean, the It's not even tacky anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and put another coat on. Again, it's the same process that I use for painting. I don't stop halfway through. I just continue. Sometimes I'll do 2 coats, sometimes I'll do 3, depending on the shine. These race cars really aren't supposed to shine that much, so I'm probably just going to stick with 2 coats. This goes for any car, any race car that you're painting. Just make sure, I usually stay, I'm going to guess, probably around 3 or 4 inches away from the car, but I go in quick motions. I don't, I'm not really slow, because if you go really slow, then your paint's going to run for sure. So I just go really quick, back and forth, around 4 inches or so away from the vehicle. That way you get a nice shine to it, and you don't get any dry spots. As you can tell, there's not a single dry spot on it. Dry spot, sorry. It looks really good as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to let this dry for a few hours. I'll probably try to get the decals on it tonight if I can. And then there's still enough clear in here where I can clear the car after I do the decals, and I might even be able to clear one more car with this. So that's pretty much it. I'll do another video after I get the decals on. I'll wait 24 hours, and then I'll put another, probably 1 or 2 coats of clear just to seal the decals in there. That way in the future, the reason I do that is because I don't have cases for these cars. So in the future, if I decide that I want to wash the car, I can take the body off the chassis. I can run it under some warm water, dry it off, and I don't have to worry about the decals falling off. If you clear coat the car, you put the decals on, and you don't clear it, sometimes when you go to clean them later on, unless you have cases for all your cars, the decals will come off after time. So I'm clear coating them in just to make sure that I don't have to worry about washing the car later on and having the decals fall off. I just don't have the money to keep buying, cases for these cars. These are a lot more expensive than they used to be. So that's pretty much on this video. But again, I'll put the decals on it later tonight, maybe early tomorrow morning. And then I'm going to wait 24 hours after that. And then I'm going to put the clear coat on. So I probably won't do another video now till probably Saturday. That'll give the decals enough time to dry up. So thanks for watching.